It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. I hope y'all brought your coats because the wintry weather isn't stopping anytime soon. And away we go from East Rutherford. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Down! Hey, 7:34. That's up.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
Monday, down! Easy, kill! What's up?
They go right back to Tracy. This is ahead for about 5. Tracked down by Robert Spillane. He got 5, and now it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
White! What's it?
3rd down, here's Jones. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he locates the ball amid the flurries of snow to make the fair catch. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Raider football. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
What? Front left!
Now first run of the game, Zamir White. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Shotgun snap for Wilson. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2.
What?
Russ now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So So it's going to be 4th and short. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Giants football. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32.
Down. Purdue. Later one. Is it hot?
Throwing on first down, it's Carr. Catch made, Tyrone Tracy. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And the Giants will have a first down. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory.
Now. One, later one. What's it on?
On the handoff, this is Tracy. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. First down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
What now? Where's it hot?
Here's Tracy once more. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down.
Now. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. Where's it hot?
From the shotgun, Carr. Chased out to his right. He's running for it. And he'll go out of bounds close to the 35-yard line.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane, just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
Ready, ready.
Less than a yard needed here on 4th.
Let's go now.
They'll go. O'Connell gets this to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Ball at the 33 for first down.
Down. That's it.
Quick slant caught by Neighbors. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him 13 on that play. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
5 down. '93. That's it.
They go play action with Carr. Sideline throw reeled in by Neighbors. And He's out of bounds at the 3. Oh, nearly got to the end zone there. They'll have first and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
Monday, down. We waiting.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. And in, touchdown, New York! Nick Folk now for the extra point. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Giants will jump out to a 7-0 lead. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he gave it his best to get to the 25, just a step or two short of it. He's out along the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Ross off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
What?
From the gun, it's Wilson. He's got it over the middle. And it's going to be about a 3-yard pick. Bobby Okereke making that stop.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
What?
Wilson now from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Deontay Banks. And he's going to go. It's a pick 6. Volk on now to try the point after. Extra point is good in this wintry weather. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. Return starts from the goal line. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by White. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. And time runs. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Raiders in possession. They still have 10 to go here. It's 2nd down. Again, this is White. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Brian Burns coming up with the stop.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's Wilson to the air. Short pass brought in. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
Here's Wilson. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped it incomplete on 1st down.
Hey, Kate, you feeling lucky? Well, the quarterback is, because he just dodged a major turnover. That was an easy pick that was simply dropped.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. From the gun, a run for White. He's contained at the line for no gain. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down, Giants trotting out 6 DBs in the dime set. Wilson now. Hits him on the out route. And he got this close to midfield before going out. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Kate, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page, because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
1st down throw from Wilson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. It's White on the give. And he's just spinning his wheels, man, this entire first half. They drop it behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, about for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Wilson to throw it. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
It's fielded at the 14. And he found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be their football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Now.
Staying between the tackles with Tracy. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now. Later 2. What's that?
Here's Carr. Relocates Daniel Bellinger. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches.
Now.
Carr off the play fake. Gets everything he has under this throw. Had the window to go deep, but just couldn't make it happen. Now it's 3rd down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Still inches to go on 3rd down.
What now?
A handoff to Tracy. First down and more past the 40. Dives for the end zone, and he makes it. Touchdown! The Giants take a 20-zip lead. Folk on now to try the point after. Snowy weather, no problem for them on that point after. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return starts at the 3. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20.
At their own 21-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
What?
Coming left is White. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Hey, range? Range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
What? Well up, well up.
Ross out of the pistol. Gets it to his fullback. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
3rd and 4 coming up now.
What?
Throwing from the gun here. This is hauled in by Myers. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 23-yard pickup on the play. And that's a Vegas first down. So it's the 2-minute warning here from MetLife. The Raiders trailing in the early going. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10.
What?
Out of the gun, White. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tyler Nubin with the tackle. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Wilson looking to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. He just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage versus zone. It's all about that anticipation and accuracy, and if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
He gets this one to Myers. They touch him down as he finds enough to pick up the first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
What?
On 1st down, it's it. Complete, it's Myers. He has room past the 25. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
What?
Sticking in the air with Wilson. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
What?
Wilson to throw again. Throwing the out route complete. And able to get this down to the 15 before going out.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
What?
Throwing again. Here's Wilson. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Bobby Okereke. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. Folk on now to try the point after. No problems with his footing in the snow. The XP is good. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. After the pick, here's Wilson. That's Mayer, he's got it! And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there, brought to a halt by Deontay Banks. A timeout taken by Vegas, that's its second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
Go, 14.
This time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Brian Burns coming up with the stop. He gets a couple, and he'll bring up 3rd down.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. From a couple of yards deep, this is going to come out. Return lanes don't open for him. He stopped shy of the 15. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Play action, it's Wilson. Makes the grab in bounds, left side. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Shotgun snap for Wilson. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Second down now, 7 to go. Russ now from the gun. That's caught. Here's Zamir White. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Cut. Cut.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home with that sack.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Cut. Cut. Cut.
Trying again following the sack. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Giants are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
You know, Kate, once you've thrown a couple picks, it's easy to become check down Charlie, right? Just throw it underneath and not take any more risk because you don't want to throw what he just did, his 3rd interception of the game. It's time to protect the football at all costs. And if not, well, that backup better get ready.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
180. Express.
They've got a man in motion.
Express. What's it on?
They run. Here's Tracy. And he's brought down for a loss.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Here's Tracy. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
As that linebacker makes that tackle right in the middle of the field, all I'm thinking about right now, Kate's training camp. Because that's the middle drill right there. That is textbook. What you do in training camp, coming to life when it matters.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10.
You're mine.
Carr here from the gun. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it, but it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. The Giants are set to punt. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. And he sends it up amongst the flurries of snow. And this one hits first to the 3 before continuing on into the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out, let's go. Cut.
Now Wilson on the play fake. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Reload. Cut.
Wilson now from the gun. It's into the hands of White. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for Raiders 1st. And now the Raiders call for the 1st of their timeouts, as that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Cut. Pull in.
Taking the handoff, now Wilson. Cut out left. And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. Fighting all he could to keep his quarterback upright, but crossed the line there. That earns the holding penalty. That holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. Blitz coming. Russ escapes out to the left. Oh, he was on the move, and so was the defense, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
They really need some chunk yardage here on second down.
What?
Another try following the sack. He fires one deep down the left sideline. And he's there to send that one away incomplete.
Well, the QB right there, he put it pretty close to the sidelines to begin with. And the defender, well, that was a nice job. Just simply put a hand out there and let me just encourage the ball to fall incomplete.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Russ setting to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Fourth and forever coming up. Timeout taken by the offense, their second. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. Las Vegas sends out the punt team. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He takes this a little short of midfield. And he's brought down before the return gets far. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for the Giants as they head up first and 10.
Down. That's it.
Running this with Tracy. They'll cobble together a yard there. Trayvon Merrick there for the stop. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Express. That's it.
A give right side to Tracy. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Call it 1 yard there. So consecutive 1-yard runs brings up 3rd and 8.
.618.
From the shotgun, Carr. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he nearly gets to the 25 before going out. They get 22 on that one. And it's good enough for a New York first down.
Yo, Chief. Now. Play the right. That's it.
A give to Tracy up the middle. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, the 2-yard run on first down, I think that keeps you ahead of schedule, but you're going to have to pick up the pace.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down.
White Monday. Monday down. What's up?
They go right back to Tracy. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 6, and they need only 2 now on 3rd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15+ at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that'll be enough for the first as they touch him down. Only 1 quarter. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, 734.
This is Tracy. And he works his way for a gain of 4.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Now. 180.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. It's Tracy on the carry. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and goal to go.
So now, here's 3rd and goal.
Now.
Trying the right side with Tracy. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Hey, Kate, sorting through traffic, seeking out a runner, that is this guy's domain, and boy, does he know how to operate in it.
The kick by Gano is good. And a fairly insurmountable lead grows by 3 more.
Get another shot across the bow of a ship that's already sinking here, Kate. He could have made that field goal. Heck, he could have turned around and kicked it directly at his coach because it feels like they've got this one in hand.
Has this at the 6. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
What?
Ross off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. He can run it. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Second and 3 now.
What?
Here's a give up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7.
What?
To throw, here's Wilson. They touch him down, but a great pickup, and it's good for a first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They're set up at the 35 now.
What?
First down, here's Russ. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down.
19. Cut. Cut.
Throwing again is Russ. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got third down. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Cut.
Once more, it's Wilson. It's complete to Hopkins. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Looks like they will indeed try it, 4th and 2.
Cut.
Sticking in the air with Wilson. He's going deep. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43.
Easy, kill, kill. Push it up.
Working out of the gun, it's Carr. He's got him, that's Tracy. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants will have a first down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, that crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But that's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down with that play, that check down, taking some big yards.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
That's it.
From the gun, Jones gets it. And he's going to take this only to about the 31. Only a yard from that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Now. We're waiting.
Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. On is Nick Folk to attempt the field goal. He was good on his first kick. Gonna need to hit this one well to go 2 for 2. He goes right corner pocket there, but does get it to go through from deep. And the lead continues to grow and grow.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Cut. Cut.
Wilson now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Cut.
2nd and 10 now. He gets this one to Myers. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, ball at the 36. Now here's Russ. Trying to push it deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness contested.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Gotta figure out this third down here.
Eighteen. 36 power.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield.
All goes special. Zebra. 12. One left. Good job right there. Move the team.
Shotgun snap for Wilson. And a man is there to knock that away. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. And it sets up second down.
That's just simply great positioning to swat the ball away. He stayed in a spot where he could disrupt the throw before the target and make a play on it.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Hey, 0. Good shot.
Russ now from the gun. Forced out to his right. Now he takes it. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line.
Well, the QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the first down.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Four down.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 16. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's first and 10. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. From the gun, it's Wilson. Has it down close. And this is down all the way to the 3. So here at MetLife, it's the G-Men who come away with the win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year.